Hey guys, my name is Alexandra Valentine and you are welcome to today's tutorial video. If this is your first time on this channel, please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Also hit on the notification bell so as to get notified whenever I post a new video. In today's class, we are going to be cutting and sewing this high neck folded collar, as I would like to call it. So I will fold my fabric into two, and I've already gone ahead to draw out my basic body. So the next thing here is to divide what is left of the armhole from the shoulder slant by 2, because I want this to have a little bit of princess that I am not padding it though. So when I divide it into 2, I'm going to use my curve ruler to connect it to the bust point. Next, I will go in by 1 inch. I told you guys that this is not a serious princess dart. I'll go in by 1 inch from the under bust, and then I'll curve it into the bust point. Then I'll also go in by 1 inch on the waistline and then connect those lines together. So we have our princess dart at this point. So I am going to input my waist measurement, that's my body measurement. My waist measurement is 6.5, so I just went ahead to mark 6.5, then plus 2 inches allowance, then plus 1 that we took out from there, that's 3 inches. Then on the bust point, I am going to put my bust measurement, then plus 2 inches allowance. Since we did not take out anything, then I'll just connect it to the waistline. So from this point that we connected to the armhole, I'm going to go up by 1 inch and also connect it to the armhole. This is because I want the chest area to be tightened so that there will be no gaping. Please do not forget the other part will be longer. I've measured this other line and it gave me 6.5, so I'm measuring all this other place. It will be longer, so by the time you finish joining them, one will not be shorter than the other. Then I'll just connect it into the armhole, and this is what we have for the front part. So I'll just go ahead now and cut it. Please watch me on how I'm cutting it. So I am done cutting it, and this is what I have at the end of the day. So I'm just going to go over to the sewing machine now and join this 3 piece together. Then I'll come back and show you guys what it looks like. So this is what it looks like after I have finished stitching it. Next is the back of the dress, which is also folded on a fold of two. I've gone ahead to draft out my basic bodies, my shoulder, my armhole, and also the zipper allowance. So at this point I am marking my vertical measurements, which is my bust point and my waist only. That's what we need for the back. Then I am going to like draw the lines out so that it will be visible for the purpose of this tutorial. Then I will impute my body measurement. I'm going to put my waist measurement, which is at 6.5. Then I'll mark it, then add my 2 inches for stitching allowance. And I've already done that for the bust points, and I just connected the 2 points together. Now for the depth of my back, I want this to be at 10 inches. You can see me marking it at that point. My width is at 3 inches, so I am just going to use my just going to draw a straight line for the both points to meet, and also a straight line on the zipper allowance like this. So I'm just going to cut this out. And okay, sorry, we have a princess that's also at the back, nothing serious. Just put your bust and your that, which is 4 inches, on that stitching line, on that starting line, and not at the end of the fabric, on the starting line. By the time you do that and you stop at the bust line, then you curve it to into your armhole, just like we did the first time in front. Just that this time around there is no deduction of anything. It's just going to be like this. Also, don't forget to always add your 1 inch, because by the time you stitch it down, one might be shorter than the other. So but when you add it, you connect it into your armhole to get your curve, and then I can cut this out at this point. I have finished cutting it, and this is what I have at the end of the day. I'm just going to arrange it down flat so that you know what I'm working with. I'm also going to close up this zipper allowance point so that you see how the V came out. And I'll take this to the sewing machine to stitch down the sides, and I'll come back and show you guys what we have. After stitching down, this is what we have at the back. So I'm just going to bring the front to it, the front panel to it, and then I'm going to stitch down the sides by 2 inches and also stitch down the shoulder area. So this is what we have here. By the time I have done that, you can see how beautiful it's looking, right? Don't worry, the inside is looking a bit rough. You can always weave down with your weaving machine, which I'm also going to do. So for the folded collar, I am going round from the place at the V stop, round the whole neck to the other point where the V stopped. And what I had there was 33.5. So I am going to cut a cape as long as 33.5 plus half-inch stitching allowance, which is 34 inches, right? So this is what I'm working with. I am going to fold this on a fold of 4. As you can see, the first time I folded it on a fold of 2, then I'm folding it this way again on a fold of 4. So at this point, I am dividing my 33.5, or yeah, 33.5 divided by 2, and I'm marking it at that point. Then I want the width of this cape to be 7 inches. You can make use of 6 to 7 inches. Then you just rule a straight line, more like a rectangle. Then I am going to, at this free space here, I am going to go in by 5 inches, then connect it all the way from the top. Then I'll cut through these lines that I have ruled. Just do exactly what I am doing and you'll be on the same track, or you get the same result. So at the end of the day, this is what I have. I'm only going to stitch down the 2 ends like I will show you now. I'm going to stitch down the 2 ends like this. Make sure the right sides are facing each other. Then I'll stitch down this point. Then I'll also do the same thing for the other side. I'll fold it into 2 like this, then stitch it down. So at that point, I will get the middle of this fabric and then place it on the wrong side of the neck, on the wrong side of the top, on the wrong side. You can use your pins to hold them down once you get to the end. You can just go back to the sewing machine to stitch it down. So me, I'm going to go over to the sewing machine and stitch it down to this point. I have done that. I've stitched down the cape to the neck, and this is what we have. That part is rough, but this cape is going to fold and cover that rough part. You can always take it to your weaving machine and also weave it. You might as well want to weave all around your joinings so that it will just set that rough area. So this is what we have at the end of the day. This is the front part and this is the back part. So if you follow this process step by step, this is what your end result will look like. So I'm just trying to cover up that zipper allowance so that you see the effect it has at the back. So this is the end result. This is what I have after I have achieved I have attached my zip. This is the back, this is what it looks like, and this is the front. So guys, if you find this video helpful, please kindly give this video a thumbs up and also subscribe to join the family. Thank you so much guys. Love you. Until next one. Bye.